Okay, so how do we know if an idea is valid? A lot of people will ask me, how do I validate or qualify, this idea? Like, how do I figure out if it's going to be profitable? Like, can I actually sell this? So I came up with a few things for you guys. I'm going to share my screen so that we can go over this because I do find that a lot of people have this question and they want to know, like, how do I validate my idea? And because, yeah, you don't want to put a lot of time and energy into creating something and then lo and behold, find out that, like, no one cares, no one wants it, right? So this is where your market research comes in. This is where you can actually start to test out your ideas before you even create the thing. A lot of times I will challenge my clients when they come to me with this idea that's been nagging at them. They say, well, it's a huge thing that I've got to create. It's going to take me months to create it. And I've got to do all the videos and all the workbooks and all the things. And they pretty much have the idea, in their mind. And then we get into outlining it. And we're going to get into that in some future videos. But a lot of times I will challenge them to just go ahead and announce it to their audience and go ahead and pre-sell it. So what I'll have them do often is to just go on social media and kind of like warm up your social media around that topic. And then I'll usually have them start creating some, like really quick posts, really simple posts, and some headlines and kind of creating those posts about the course that they have that's coming up, something that they have as an offer. And we'll announce it around, hey, do you have this problem? This is something that I was facing and it was really challenging and it really kept me like held back in this way. So we have them talk about the problem and then also how this course is coming forward within them and that they want to, help others and like share it with their people. And so oftentimes I'll challenge them and say, hey, just go ahead and put it out there, pre-sell the course, have a goal in mind for how many people you want, to bring in to the course. If you want to even do it as like a live course with people over a period of time, that can be amazing research and feedback for you. So that's like a little fun, like really helpful tidbit is to go ahead and, even if this is not a digital product yet, you can do it over time with your people, record what you're doing. So if you do it live, record your videos, those sessions that you're doing with them, because they're going to be asking you questions live. You're going to get so much feedback during those sessions with people. And you can package that up and sell it as your digital course. That is one of the techniques that I often have people do, and it saves you a ton of time and energy. It also allows you to know whether this thing is viable, if people are interested. So, this is a key thing that you can do. Now, here are some other ideas here. You can poll your audience, meaning, you can just go to some of the people that, maybe show a lot of interest in you already and ask them, hey, if I were to present this as a digital course or an ebook or something like that, would it help you? Would you be interested in something like that? And just say to them, I'm not necessarily selling it to you. I'm just asking if, you find that interesting. Give me like the truth, really be honest with me. And then if they say, maybe not, then that's a great opportunity for you to say, well, are there any areas, any ideas, problems that you're facing where there's a gap and you would be interested in something, that I talk about or I have to offer? So polling them, I want you to think of that as like, again, getting feedback from your audience. We already talked about pre-selling the course. Waitlisting is another way that you can get immediate like feedback from people. If you do a wait list, you can do this manually. So you can have, just announce that you're going to be putting this out and tell people if you're interested, message me and let me know you want to be, on the wait list. Or you can go the next extra step and create like a email form. You can use MailChimp, something simple, something free. You can create a freebie even to see if there are people who are interested. And then once you have them on that list, again, you can see here, you can email them. You can start putting out the feelers through a few emails. You can do a trial or mini offer as well. So sometimes I will tell people to do like a flash sale type offer where this is like, a 1 day master class or something that is related to the topic, to your niche, to that thing that you're going to be creating that kind of bigger course on. But you can also have digital products that are selling as mini offers as well. So market research is a great way to get that information that you need before putting in all of this time and effort. Now, we're going to do a little brainstorming session so that you can start getting all of your ideas and get them out on paper. So go ahead and brainstorm all of the things that your people need to know. So now that you have the market research, now that you have your niche, your topic picked out, maybe you've done a little research, you went on Amazon, you looked at the books and those different topics and you picked one. Maybe you've picked that problem that you need to solve. Now I want you to go in a little deeper, even more deep, and really list out, let yourself kind of bullet point and just list out on a piece of paper what are all the things that people need to know. You don't need to put them in order right now. Okay, that's the important thing here. I just want you to say, take some quiet time, go sit somewhere, and just list out everything that comes to you. And you could even keep this in your mind, kind of brewing throughout the day into the next day as you're doing random things. This is often how I find a lot of ideas come to me about all of the things that someone would need to know. So a lot of times I'll be like brushing my teeth and then I'll be like, oh yeah, they need to know this too, like what I did with weight loss and like how I was able to do it so easily, so like really let yourself give yourself some time with this one and really let yourself think about the things that your audience, that person needs to know. Okay. And again, keep that struggle that you overcame in your mind. So, the transformation that you went through, what did you master in that? What did you learn along the way? What were all of the things that you had to learn? It could be even the tools that you had to pick up, the things that you needed to master, the different things you needed to study or read. Maybe it's the different things you had to practice daily, the different habits that you needed to shift. Okay, so really let yourself kind of think of these things as topic ideas. And like I said, bullet point them and just write them all down Don't worry right now about the order. We're going to get into that next, and I'm going to give you some tips for how to organize this. So for now, this is just a brain dump for you to go work on and for you to get all of these ideas out. Okay, so once you've done that, then come back and watch the next video.